Hey, don't eat that. What's up, everyone? My name is Kelsey. Welcome back to my channel.
Hello.
So today we're doing a sort of quarterly update. So at the beginning of the year, I made a 2019 wrap-up / goals video for 2020. So every quarter, I just want to make a video talking about how I'm doing so far. I'll link that up there if you're interested, but I'm pretty much going to cover everything here. So, all right, my first goal for 2020 was to read at least 4 books off of my physical TBR every month. And if I didn't read 4 books off of my physical TBR, then I had to unhaul the whatever number to make it up. So in January, I only read 1 book off my physical TBR, and that was The City of Brass by S.A. Chakraborty. In February, I read 4 books off my TBR, yay. That was Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, Yes Please by Amy Poehler, Crier's War by Nina Varela, and On a Sunbeam by Tilly Walden. And then in March, I also read 4 books off my physical TBR. That was Docile by K.M. Spara. I'm including books that I buy during this period, or that I pre-ordered already. So Docile I had pre-ordered a while ago, so I'm counting that as physical TBR. I am not counting books that I buy and then read immediately, because the whole point of this whole thing is to lower the number of books on my TBR. Also, The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides, Servamp Volume 1 by, I forgot to write the name down, and A Song for a New Day by Sarah Pinsker. So I only have to unhaul 3 books, and I have them right here. For the unhauls, I'm just picking out books that I think that I'm just not excited about, that I don't feel like I'm ever gonna want to read them really bad, but they've been hanging around. So first I have Almost Adulting by Arden Rose, and I actually won this in like a whole pack of books, and the other ones I've mostly read, but this one has just never appealed to me. It's like a how to be a functional adult for idiots, basically. But, you know, I'm 29 now, and if I'm not capable of some of these things at this point, there's probably no hope. So this one's going. I also have Don't Worry, It Gets Worse by Alida Nugent. This is a nonfiction collection of essays and short stories by one author, and it's supposed to be funny, but I read a few pages of it and I'm not super into it. I also know this author is a blogger, and I feel like if I'm really feeling this kind of humor, I can just go read her blog and I would get the same effect. So that one's going. And last is Starters by Lissa Price. I'm sure I bought this on some kind of super sale, maybe a used bookstore, because I don't recall it at all. And this is one of those young adult dystopians. Let's see when this was even published. 2013. So I'm not super confident in the storytelling of any young adult book that came out prior to 2015. So I'm just gonna get rid of this one. It's supposed to be about a teen girl and her siblings, and there was some sort of disease that wiped out everyone between the ages of 20 and 60. So her parents are gone, and she and her oldest brothers sign up to be starters. So they're basically vessels for elderly people that want to physically be in their teens again. I don't know. It sounds weird. I'm not super confident it'll be handled well, so we're just gonna get rid of it. All right, my second goal was to read 1 nonfiction book every month, and I'm being pretty lax on this one. I just want to read 12 throughout the year. I don't have to read 1 every single month. So far I have read Sex Positive, which was trash. I'll link my rant review above. And So You Want to Talk About Race, which was great. So I'm 1 book behind, so I'll have to catch up. I just haven't really been in a nonfiction mood lately, so if you have any recommendations for nonfiction, leave them below. I'm not counting memoirs in this because I want to read more like informational or historical or opinion-based books than memoirs usually give you. So my next goal was to read more middle grade. I left this pretty open-ended. I don't have a goal number in mind, but so far this year I've only read 1. So we're exactly on par with last year. But I do have a couple of anticipated reads that are middle grade, so hopefully I'll get that number up a little bit more. The one I did read was The Best at It by Malik Pancholi, and it was really good. I think I gave it 4 stars. And the last goal that I had was to read more books with POC main characters. And by main characters, I mean perspective characters, not just POC people in the book. That's like a general expectation at this point. But I have only read 5 books this year with POC main characters, and 2 of them aren't even own voices. So basically, I have been trash at this goal. It is not going well, and I can't even really pinpoint why, because there are plenty of books on my TBR with POC main characters. So I'm just gonna have to be more conscious of my choices, I guess, because that's really not great. It's way worse than I was doing last year. So far, the ones I have read are The Best at It, which was the middle grade, Bonds of Brass, The Love and Lies of Roxana Ali, The Stars and the Blackness Between Them, and The City of Brass. So like really, I really suck at this goal right now. I think my problem is that the books I see hyped tend to be contemporary. Like the books with POC main characters are contemporary, and I just don't like contemporary as much. Or young adult contemporary, I should say. So I never want to read them. And then because the fantasy and SSF books are not as hyped, they just don't come to my mind when I go to pick them up. So basically I just want to pick up more fantasy and science fiction with POC main characters. Because to be honest, 2 out of 5 of these books I rated under 3 stars, and they were both young adult contemporary. So maybe I should just lay off the young adult contemporary. Clearly, I'm not that into it. All right, so going forward, I would like to continue my 4 books a month off my physical TBR, more middle grade, more nonfiction, and clearly more POC main characters. So upcoming months, I really want to read. Right now, I have all my books from the library, and they're not taking returns right now because everything is shut down. So I want to get to my library books first. So I have Queen of the Conquered by Casey Callender, I think, and Real Life by Brandon Taylor, and The Never Tilting World by Ren Shepeko. And I actually started The Never Tilting World and was really into it, but I had the ebook and it got returned, so I finally just got the physical book out. So I do plan to get back to that one. So I really want to focus on those library books first, so that, damn it, but I want to read my physical TBR. I feel like I should really focus on the library books so that when the library opens, I can return them. It would just be embarrassing to have these books for 12 weeks and still not have read them when the shutdown is over. That would just be sad. All right, that's gonna be it for this video. It was a quick one. It was quick to film, so that's nice. My goals have been going not great, so I'm hoping the next update will go a little better and I will have accomplished more. Let me know how you're doing in your goals in the comments. If you like this video, hit like. If you want to see more, subscribe. I post book-related videos every Wednesday. If you want to keep talking, you can find me on Twitter or Instagram at Kelsey Reads, or Goodreads at Kelsey Lynn Reads. Otherwise, I'll see you next week.